Okay. Well, I mean, we can get fired up here. Um, can start getting into it. It's going to be a good spaces. We have Serdre here from NFT Scoring, which is a great tool resource to utilize for trading. Very in line with what we're going to be releasing with the Consortium Key. And we're very excited to have Dre up here. And besides that, we have Wall Street Stonks behind the Consortium Key. He's our manager for the key, and it's going to be a great one. So yeah, Dre, if you want to say a few words maybe about NFT scoring, introduce what you guys do, who the team is, that would be an awesome way to kick us off.
For sure. Bogart, first of all, thanks for having me. Funny story. I remember when ACYC Capital came up, me and my close friends, I've got a pretty close group of friends that are cyberkongs, Genesis. So yeah, I remember the day that it came out, and the entire team was like talking about ACYC. So I've been following you guys for a long time. So congrats on everything. And I think that what you guys are building right now with the consortium key is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'd love to learn a little bit more in this space about it. But just in regards to NFT scoring, so to just give the community some context into who we are and what we're trying to bring into the space. So our team is approximately 13 right now. We're all full-time Web3. I actually just quit my full-time job a week and a half ago to to go full degen on this project. And the reason for it is we believe that in the space of Web3 and NFTs, there is still a big disconnect when it comes to the signals, the analytics, the data, and tools that within one place you can aggregate everything to really just do everything you need to do. Um, Before NFT scoring, I was using 3 or 4 or 5 different tools, and all of them would give me all different signals on what to do. So what we came here to do is just basically have one tool to rule them all. Right? You can find trending collections. You can buy directly through our app. We show you NFTs from Looks Rare, OpenSea, soon to be X2Y2. We track whales insights and a lot of different things that over this conversation, I'm going to expand a little bit more in regards to why we're doing what we're doing. So yeah, that's kind of like a little bit of um, a spill there.
Sweet. Yeah, no, that's great. So yeah, so for anyone listening that knows about the key, you know that our goals are very much in line with what Dre is talking about too. Like the tools you utilize in the space, the information that you get, where it's coming from, those are all the greatest assets to you as a trader for informing investment decisions, what to mint, how many to mint, who else is doing it, who to follow, and then, using tools like NFT scoring is really how you get that extra edge of actually being able to, execute on trading actively. So, what we provide with the key as far as information and about who is doing what, tools like NFT scoring allow you to actually take that information outside of minting. Or buying at launch and actually get into executing on those trades. So yeah, I mean we're really excited to have Dre here and to be working together to sort of bring you guys the best of Web3, the best tools that you need. So yeah, I guess we could start in. I mean, if you wanted to tell us, Dre, a little bit about what the inspiration for your tool is, and what do you think your top features, best use cases are? I think people would be really interested in that.
Absolutely. So you mentioned what was our inspiration. I think that most of us have a similar one. So approximately around August of last year. One of the things I was finding, I was very into the crypto world. I traded a lot of crypto back in the day. And if any of you in the audience did that as well, the amount of tools that we could use, that we had at our disposal to create these patterns was amazing. So when one of my closest friends, he's the cybercon person that I was telling you, tells me, hey, Sir Dre, buy this overpriced JPEG. I don't know what it's gonna do, but it looks kind of fun. I'm like, dude, I love gambling, and for that exact same reason, I'm probably not gonna get into this. It seems like it's hard for me to really predict what I'm gonna get. Um, he convinced me, and I did buy. And the next day, it fell. I got robbed my first NFT. It was the Chubbies, actually. Long story short, that became what made me very, very aware of what was going on and almost be like, perfect, I got a rug. I'm not going to go into this space unless I know exactly what I need to do to have the highest chance of really having good return. So through some research, I found this tool called NFT Scoring. And what attracted me the most to them was they were not only tracking data from floors, volumes, trades, and creating these charts, but they were also tracking other factors that I saw that no one else was. And one of these was community score. What does community score mean and what were they tracking? So basically, they were tracking Twitter growth, Twitter engagement, Twitter followers, Twitter likes, Twitter giveaways, and Discord growth and Discord engagement. All of this would allow the tool to create a community score and a standard of what could be at least a community you could look into based on different parameters. And for me, that was mind blowing. Every single day, all of us, we talk about the value of communities in Web3. So for me, conceptualizing that and putting it into a number was fantastic. I contacted the team. We went into some conversations, flew to New York, met the founders, and realized this was a team, right? These guys are brilliant, and what they've built in the past is astonishing. So I joined the team in November, and in January 5th, we entered Y Combinator. For any of you guys listeners out there that don't know or haven't heard about Y Combinator, it's a very, very awesome incubator investment firm in Silicon Valley that doesn't give you that much money. They are not in it to give you a big invest. They are not in it to be the investor that gives you the most money for the biggest valuation. They are in it to connect you with the right network so that you can have conversations with other entrepreneurs that have failed 100 times more than you have. To have the real conversations of, I want to be here in 3 months and this is my plan. And they can tell you, I've had that mindset before. I thought those exact same situations and this is where it took me. And that was amazing. We did that for 3 months. It's an incubator where basically you go hands-on, you meet a lot of founders from the previous incubators. Some of these are Coinbase, Airbnb, OpenSea, Reddit, Dropbox, you name it. You can go ahead and look it up online, but super, super amazing entrepreneurs that have fallen more than you can imagine. And this allowed us to really find our North Star, pivot in the right ways to know where to look for areas to improve in, to the point that at that time we had around 10,000 visitors per month. And 3 months later, we had around 100,000 organic monthly visitors that use our tool, spend on average 11 to 15 minutes in our tool, which is, from maybe some of you don't know, this is crazy amazing when it comes to web apps, the amount of time spent specifically in the side of analytics. And yeah, that's a little bit about the story. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think a lot of us have similar experiences, just coming into the space and sort of getting wrecked on things and not having the tools and information to know, sort of where to look and what to get. My experience was very similar first coming into the space, just trying to sift through the mud of, what to buy. I didn't know who to follow, what to do. So I think having tools like what you guys have made with NFT scoring and the Consortium Key sort of give people an area to just look and say, okay, here's the information I should be looking at.
And
This is.
Boggartt,
Mhm.
what was your inspiration? Like, how did you guys come up with it initially? Was it like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, totally. So for the Consortium Key, when we developed ACYC, sort of the principles of what we wanted to do were to use the brains that we had brought together to make ACYC to create proprietary tools to give ourselves investment advantage over the markets that we could then utilize for ourselves as an investment fund. And those worked great. We developed first our, meme coin buying bot Pan, whose job is to, enter into tokens directly at launch within the first few blocks of liquidity being added, if they pass, certain filters that we'd set in place. And, we saw amazing returns with Pan. There are entries where you get in with 0.03 ETH and you come out with, upwards of 10 Ethereum in just a few days. And that's, you're only able to get that really if you're utilizing something like Pan. So that was really valuable to us. And the development of our tool Mimus, which is a minting protocol, a minting bot, it was very similar inspiration. It was how do we as a hedge fund essentially get an advantage over the market? And developing a tool like that was exactly the answer. So after a certain point of utilizing that for ourselves, we thought, well, you know what, a lot of people could use these tools. A lot of people could use, and there are certainly several minting protocols now that are out. That have been built by their teams. Nothing, as far as I understand, for Pan released to the public ever. A proprietary tool like Pan to enter in on coins costs many tens of thousands of dollars because of the upside there. And we thought, what if we could package this information for our holders? And not only that, it wasn't only the tools, but we've also developed for ourselves a Discord wherein we're tracking hundreds of wallets, curated both hidden and public wallets for well-known and less well-known figures that are, sort of getting the best returns in the space. These are all the tools that we use as traders and an investment fund. And we thought, let's make that available to our holders. Let's package this in a way that other people can utilize, because really that's how you get an edge in the space. Otherwise, you're sitting there, you're getting Nansen subscriptions for hundreds of dollars. You're trying to find the right wallets yourselves. You're sifting through all the junk, but we've done all that work. So it was really,
that is awesome.
how do we
Man.
help?
I didn't know the depth of how much you guys have gone into detail when it comes to that. And just curious, did you use this data before when you used to invest, or
Yeah. So we as a fund use it both to invest for ourselves as the fund, and also like as individuals, we use that. We use those resources all the time. So yeah, I see you waving your hand as well, Jonathan. We will take questions at the end of this. So don't worry. But yeah, Dre, we found them extremely useful as individuals, and thought as well, like, yeah, let's utilize that for everyone.
and how big is the collection size?
So the Consortium Key collection size is going to be 2,000. We want it to be relatively exclusive, and understanding that a lot of people, only a certain amount of people are going to utilize the minting protocols and the meme coin trading protocols. We just wanted to keep it at a certain level of exclusivity. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I definitely think that you want to make sure that at the end of the day, not too many people have the edge, because it becomes not an edge anymore, right?
Right, exactly. So we want to keep it relatively exclusive, but we want holders to be benefiting significantly from that. And then, like in line with that, partnering with teams like yours to also help people, get an edge in other avenues where we aren't exploring, like what you guys are doing. And I've seen your features, but I would love for you to run through some of the features of NFT scoring so that our holders understand how a tool like that, used in conjunction with, proper tracking and alerts and things, can really give them the benefit.
Absolutely. So what I would say, the top features that our tool offers right now when it comes to, let's say you grab a coffee, you want to sit down and you want to find the top projects right there and then. Our tool is separated into three main sections: trending, expert view, and whales insight. When using these three features in conjunction to find more about a certain collection, you will find data that I can almost guarantee you will not find anywhere else. You first usually start with the trending view. This allows you to find what is trending within certain periods of time. One of the top coolest metrics that we use is called FOMO level. This FOMO level, if it is divided into four different levels: low, medium, high, and insane. If a collection ever hits insane, which is very rare, usually I see it once or twice a week, the possibilities and the probabilities of me being able to flip it for 2x or 3x have been 82% myself. This is not financial advice. This is what I've experienced myself, but that is crazy. When I see that trigger, when I see that signal, it allows me to then click on that collection, go into the expert view, and then see the entire market of that collection: listings, trades, what are people buying, what are people selling. And within one place, you can buy the NFTs that are listed within OpenSea and LooksRare. You don't have to go back to OpenSea. You don't have to go to LooksRare to buy. You can simply just connect your wallet, set up your gas fee, and set up your priority and max fee, and you can buy right there. This within one place allows you to just see everything about a collection and find the right signals to dive into that project. And that's what we're here to do, right? Allowing people to almost have that high frequency trading sensation and experience within our application.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it's great. And, I've for listeners who aren't as cued in with NFT scoring, Dre showed me a wonderful demo where they are able to, they have their own way of analyzing a listing's rarity and then that relative to its price, and then providing you like great graphs where you can very easily visually see when there's a rare listing below floor, and you can set up your own limits and things like that. There's a lot of really, really smart features built into the NFT scoring platform. And I guess something that we could outline for people as well is, you are a subscription based model, but obviously anyone can go to NFT Scoring's website and also utilize it. So maybe if you could outline a little bit of the differences between the two, I think that would be also very helpful for them.
For sure. And I think that to get more context, something you and I talked about, Boggartt, was a workshop, a masterclass where I can go into your guys' Discord and just show the team, the ACYC and the Consortium Key team, how to use the tool from zero to hero. Take you through my entire experience of how I use it every single day. And really just show you what you were mentioning, which is, sorry, I lost track. You asked a specific question, and I wanted to make sure I got to that one.
Oh, no, absolutely. Just I was saying, given all those tools that you guys have, it would be good if you could outline, what's the difference between your free, just going to NFT scoring, and then your premium subscription model. Mm-hmm.
So 75% of our tool is offered for free. Reason for it is not a simple tool. So we want to make sure people know what they're getting themselves into. So with 75% of the tool being free, you will be able to make decisions when it comes to buying NFTs. Look at most of the signals. But when it comes to taking action and buying and listing, that is when the premium comes in. So free offers you the signals, the analytics, the data, the research. But in order to buy, you have to have the premium. Otherwise, you would just have to go to LooksRare or OpenSea and do the transaction there.
That's awesome. Yeah. So basically, the way for people to understand a little better how these types of tools could work together, if you're in the Consortium Key Discord and you're receiving alerts or notifications that, mints are happening or well-known people are purchasing things, whatever, you take that information and then you go somewhere like NFT scoring. And then you can really dig into the data about, okay, what's the floors like? What are the listings like? What are the rarities, of the available products, things like that. And then actually, if you are premium, being able to execute on those trades. So these two tools work very well together, but to provide you the initial impetus to gain further insight into a project, and then take that to actually executing your trades. Maybe Dre, you could go in a little bit about like where you guys are getting your data from for NFT scoring.
First of all, I couldn't agree more with that, right? Using NFT scoring and Consortium Key together, NFT scoring to the analytics in real time, but Consortium Key for the analytics of past transactions, wallets, and so on to dive in deeper. You basically have like everything you need within these two tools to, when you do go ahead and click that purchase button, you're 100% sure of your action, and it's a lot more data based. Now, when it comes to the data that we pull around 75% of our data from OpenSea. Around 20% of our data is from on-chain analysis. So we actually do our own on-chain analysis, and the rest is from different sources that we just find. Obviously, everyone here knows how frustrated we are with OpenSea and how much it keeps dropping every single day. It is annoying. But in their defense, I just wanted to say something about that. They're probably the team that has the most investment in development to solve this problem. I can guarantee you that if someone has the highest chance of solving something like this, it's probably them. So I do think that like in the future, someone might come up with a better API to pull in data better, faster, and it doesn't have those problems. But at this point in time, OpenSea is king for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, it is hard. Data availability on Ethereum is like notoriously terrible. We've dealt with our whole own slew of problems there. So I think, using a combination of data sources, like you're saying, to aggregate and sort of provide the best real-time information is just awesome for people. And also, like if you haven't been to NFT scoring, I recommend going to their website, nftscoring.com. And what you can do there is you can even see upcoming collections and things like that. So when you're using NFT scoring in conjunction with the consortium key, for example, something you might do is you might see an upcoming collection on NFT scoring. So that puts it on your radar. Now you're looking for it. And then you're in the consortium key and you're getting alerts on mints. You're getting alerts on, who is participating, who is buying things. And you see people who are, and as we've mentioned, the consortium key wallets and who it's tracking, it's all very curated to be the most profitable, smartest traders. Not to say everyone's infallible. But you use that data and you say, okay, I recognize this project from NFT scoring. People are minting it. You can have set up even Mimus, the minting bot, on the consortium key to be ready to mint the collection right as it goes live, from many different wallets. And so you've looked at NFT scoring. You have something on your radar. You're ready to go. You get confirmation through the information in the consortium key that it's worth minting. There's a lot of activity on it. You execute on that mint, sure, and then you can go to NFT scoring and see how that's performing. You can also wait if you miss a mint, or you come in afterwards. You can go to NFT scoring again and execute on those trades. Ride the waves with everyone. So I think, yeah, I mean, I love what you're doing with NFT scoring here, and I'm very excited to take you guys into our Discord as well to sort of give everyone a closer look at something we're doing with the consortium key is out of the gates. We're focusing on Ethereum, and I know you guys have a lot on Ethereum too. But I was wondering if you guys were planning on branching out at some point into other blockchains like Solana.
We are definitely planning on branching out to Solana, and we are exploring a few others. Still, we see, even if we're going into Solana summer, 98% of development is still happening in the Ethereum blockchain, whether it's in layer 2s or whether it's in the layer 1. And our theory is where developers are is where the market's going to grow. That's not to say that we don't believe in Solana. We just believe that still Ethereum is going to be king. And if big brands keep coming in my opinion, they're going to go with what is king at the moment, which is still Ethereum. Hopefully with the merge, things get a little better. But I do still think that Immutable X, Polygon, Optimism, and a few of those, Arbitrum, a few of those ones are going to come up pretty big, and we're pretty bullish on those as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we feel similarly too. It's just about prioritizing where the volume is, where the activity is. And right now that is largely on the Ethereum network, but that's not to say that there aren't other valuable chains. But that's great to hear that you guys are also, going to be branching out in those avenues. I think next to that, I think people have generally a pretty good understanding of what we're doing here. Maybe if anyone does have questions too, feel free to raise your hand and we could definitely try to address any questions you have. And as we mentioned before too, there is going to be collaborative Discord where we will be, where they will be showing how to use NFT scoring within Consortium Key as we have, a deal for our holders to be utilizing that tool, and vice versa. As the consortium key gets closer to release, we'll also be, showing off in the NFT scoring community how that can be utilized. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to raise a hand. And Dre, of course, if you have any further questions about the key, we're here for it. And if not, I think it's a great way to encapsulate a quick and easy spaces on sort of what we're doing. I think something that's really important just to circle back and highlight on is, the tools that you use in this space are how to get an edge on the market. Once you start using tools, it's impossible to go back. I could never be a successful trader anymore without the tools that I use, be it what I use from the Consortium Key through alerts, and the other tools that we've built out, or what NFT scoring provides for actually live data tracking on trading. Tools like that are how you get an edge on the market, and really how you learn to be an educated trader.
And not only that, I also think it's almost just to not necessarily you need to use NFT scoring or the consortium key. Using a tool or not using the tool, the lack of using tools, I find it somewhat irresponsible, right? You're almost like putting yourself out there without enough information that is available that you can use to have the highest chances of doing a good investment, right? Use the data, use the information. And the last part I'd like to add to that, Bogart, follow the teams. Follow the teams that have been building for a while, that have reputation of doing good in certain areas, whether it's Web3 or past Web2. Teams, in my opinion, is what's going to make projects like yours and mine successful. And and when you believe within your team that you can holiday for a week and everything is going to be taken care of because you know that person is as invested as you are, I believe that's when you have like something special, something that you know is going to survive bull, bear markets, any type of situation.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, especially with the point that, like, if you're not utilizing some level of tools while you're trading, you really are doing yourself a disservice. You're like flying blind. It's like I can't count before I was using tools the amount of times, you buy something and it instantly tanks because you're not seeing that listings are going up, or you're not able to actually see aggregated data to help inform you on your investment decisions. And it really is just like a foolhardy way to navigate the space, and it's a lot harder too to turn a profit when you're not. So, utilizing tools that are accessible like the key and NFT scoring is just like a necessary in the space, in my opinion, to really succeed.
Yeah,
But yeah.
and to build on
Mhm.
that, something important to note is the fact that a lot of us are in so many different Discord channels, are using so many different Twitter notification tools, and trying to keep track of everything. And we're just inundated with notifications. Every time I open up my Discord, I have 1,000 plus notifications across hundreds of different channels. I have to scroll through and try to see, okay, what's alpha, what's not, who should I be following, what should I be doing. And I really wish there was a curated place, a one-stop shop for all things alpha. And that's why I'm super excited about the consortium key. That's why I'm super excited about the partnerships that we're collaborating with and the different people that we're working with, so we can bring the greatest minds of Web3 all together in one place.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's very well said. That's exactly what our goal is. And I think, same thing with NFT scoring. It's just like we want people to be as best informed and have as much information as accessible as possible to really make educated decisions and investments. But yeah, I mean, I think we did a good job summing up sort of what we do without a visual representation, which as I mentioned, we will be doing, having NFT scoring coming into the Consortium Key ACYC Discord, to sort of give us a demo of what they're doing, and how you can utilize it. And yeah, I think, unless anyone has any questions, I mean, we have Dre. You have anything to add? We can sort of start to wrap it up here.
No, I think you nailed it. And same from our side, right? When it comes to partnerships, we're looking for teams like yours, right? That understand what they're getting themselves into, and and obviously have a community that trusts them. So yeah, I'm super excited for this partnership and can't wait to see all of you in the Discord. I think you guys are going to be pretty excited when we use both the consortium key and NFT scoring in conjunction to find crazy signals that it's hard to find otherwise.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that. Well, yeah, and thank you so much, Dre, for coming on as well. We really appreciate your time, uh, and we look forward to the future collaborations together.
But wait, there's more. I
But
wouldn't
wait,
be
there's
the
more.
consortium key marketing guy if I didn't shill our little giveaway that we have live right now on our Twitter. So if you go to our Twitter, I think it's the threaded tweet on this actual Twitter Spaces itself. Do the the standard like, retweet, follow Consortium Key and NFT Scoring, tag 2 friends. You know the drill. And I will run a Twitter giveaway in about 30 seconds. So you better act quick. I think it's probably one of your best shots to get a whitelist spot on this thing, if we're taking a look at analytics.
Right. Yeah. And we'll be awarding whitelist spots, in different avenues. But as Wall Street mentioned, this is probably, with how the ratios are, this is probably your best chance as a listener to get a Consortium Key whitelist. So if you haven't already, rush over to that post and we'll draw the winners in a second here. And again, I want to mention one more time, if anyone has any questions regarding, NFT scoring, Consortium Key, feel free to raise your hand. We will happily field them. And we're also available elsewhere all the time.
All right. I am drawing a winner now. 3, 2, 1. Foozy_NFT. Congratulations, sir. You are the winner of the Consortium Key whitelist spot. So I'm going to tweet this out. If you can just DM the Consortium Key with your Discord ID and your ETH wallet, we'll enter it direct to contract. Congratulations.
Awesome. Well, sweet. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in again. We will have the spaces recorded, clips available. We will be hosting ACYC spaces as well. Wall Street and I will be hosting those again. Every week, we're going to go back to it. Every week, Wall Street and I are going to host the spaces. When Nate is around, he's definitely less available. He will be joining us. So we hope you look forward to that. Consistent spaces once again return. And thank you again. Thank you, Dre, for coming up. Thank you for the partnership with NFT Scoring. We're very excited to move forward with that and work together.
Exactly the same comes from us. Excited to see you guys in the Discord, and yeah, see you guys on the other side.
Okay. Thanks everyone.
Guys.
Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.